Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list.
Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. We know that the placements of planets in the horoscope are very important. Planets placed in exaltation signs, planets placed in own signs, planets placed in friendly signs, then planets placed in inimical signs, planets placed in debilitation signs. All these have a very strong relationship to the planet's ability to give good results, challenging results, and also to the strength of the planet. And one of the most important component in this line is the Mooltrikona sign of the planet. We know that, and we have also discussed a few videos back, that planets placed in their Mooltrikona signs are very strong. They are stronger than placed in the other sign. And a planet which is in for example a Mahapurush Yoga, Panch Mahapurush Yoga, in their Mooltrikona sign is a stronger manifestation after the exaltation sign than being placed in the other sign. Say for example, Mars placed in Aries in the Ruchak Mahapurush Yoga is a stronger manifestation than Mars placed in Scorpio in the second variety of the Ruchak Mahapurush Yoga, and only second to Mars placed in exaltation in the Capricorn sign in any of the Kendras to establish a Ruchak Mahapurush Yoga, for example. So the Mooltrikona signs are very important for any planet, and if they are placed in their Mooltrikona signs, then they manifest strongest of results, especially if they are placed in the Kendra houses or in the trine houses. Now, connected to the Mooltrikona signs, the strength of a planet is also seen how far they are placed in from their Mooltrikona signs. So planets placed in the dusthanas from the Mooltrikona signs will give challenges. Say for example, Mars Mooltrikona sign is Aries. So Mars placed in the 6th house, the 8th house and the 12th house will give challenges, except when Mars is placed in its own sign. For example, Mars in the 8th house from its Mooltrikona sign gets into Scorpio, where it is stronger. So if a planet is placed in the dusthanas in the 6th, 8th or 12th houses from its Mooltrikona sign, except in its own sign or exaltation sign, definitely gives challenges connected to that particular sign. So for example, Mars placed in the 6th house will give challenges related to hidden enemies, hidden forces, competition behind the back, though it will also give you the strength to fight the competition, but it will also manifest those results. Also, sometimes the temperament of the person is such that because of his or her temperament, they attract enemies, they attract the inimical challenges, the inimical people behind their back, jealous of them, not liking their assertiveness, not liking their temperament, not liking their strength, and so sometimes not being able to deal with them face to face, so they may be playing tricks behind your back. And Mars in the 6th house will also manifest certain diseases. Many times it can give you diseases related to the intestines, more fire in the belly, which Mars can give you with Mars is placed in Virgo in the 6th house, for example. So it's not only about if Aries is the ascendant, wherever Mars is placed. For example, if Mars is placed 6th from itself in Virgo in the 3rd house for a Cancer ascendant native, your Mars Mooltrikona sign is Aries, which rules the 10th house. So for a Cancer ascendant native, if Mars goes 6th from itself, which is in the 3rd house in Virgo, there Mars will give challenges related to how you are able to exert assertiveness and your energy related to communication. It will also give you a certain strength related to how you market and brand yourself, but at the same time your reputation will also be somebody as a very fiery person who is also maybe someone who has a hot head, and your communication will also be very aggressive, and so Mars will give you that kind of a challenge also. So a planet which is placed in the 6th house from itself will give those kind of results. Planet placed 8th from itself means from its Mooltrikona sign we are talking about. A planet placed 8th from its Mooltrikona sign will give you upheavals, obstacles, challenges, sudden issues, sudden challenges when it is placed 8th from itself. a planet placed 12th from itself from its Mooltrikona sign will give you losses, challenges, issues related to your expenses connected to that planet. So for example, Venus placed 12th from itself from its Mooltrikona sign. So Venus going into the 6th house, which is the 12th placement from its Mooltrikona sign of Libra, and we know that Venus gets debilitated in the sign of Virgo, and so here the person may get losses connected to expenses, connected to intimacy, connected to relationship, for example. On the other hand, some other planet placed 12th from its Mooltrikona sign will give you some other kind of challenges related to its own attribute. So if Moon goes 12th from its Mooltrikona sign of Cancer, goes into Gemini, for example, then here Moon will give you challenges related to your emotionality, your emotional intelligence, and Gemini is the sign of duality. So such a person with Moon in Gemini may also have a duality of the thought process. Sometimes may think this, sometimes may think that, sometimes may go this path, sometimes may go that path, and may not be able to easily make up their mind. Such people may also be good looking, may also have a softer demeanor in how they showcase themselves, how they communicate with others, but deep down they will always be this a tug of war, emotional tug of war, what to do, what not to do. Sometimes they may not be able to show their emotions in situations which demand that they show emotions. Sometimes on the other hand, they may show unnecessary emotions where those kind of emotional outbursts are not required with the Gemini energies. So each planet placed 6th, 8th or 12th from its Mooltrikona sign will give challenges related to the manifestation of the dusthana. 6th house will give you challenges, diseases, sicknesses related to that planet, hidden forces, enemies, and also challenges from colleagues related to that planet. And 8th house will give you obstacles, will give you upheavals, sudden events which jolt your world and make you rush towards that particular event, situation which has happened, and to drop everything else. Whereas in the 12th house, it could be waste and excess in your effort, waste and excess in your expenses, waste and excess in your planning, waste and excess in your manifestation, in your ideas, and you are being reasonable also. So these are the challenges which a planet 6th, 8th or 12th from their Mooltrikona sign gives, unless, as I said, if they are placed in the 6th, 8th or 12th house from in their own sign, in their own other sign. Now this is related to the Mooltrikona sign that the planets manifest. But what about if the planet is not placed in the Mooltrikona sign? Does it still apply? Yes, it still applies. Say for example, Venus is not placed in its Mooltrikona sign of Libra, but placed in some other sign. So what is the number of the Mooltrikona sign of Venus? The Mooltrikona sign number of where Venus Venus in Mooltrikona sign Libra is 7. So when Venus is placed 7th from itself, what is 7th from Libra? The 7th from Libra is the sign of Aries. So Venus 7th from itself is stronger than any other placement, except if it's an exaltation or except if it's an exaltation or if it's in the other sign of Taurus. After that, Venus will give you best results 7th from its Mooltrikona sign, which is in Aries. However, the planet will have to be true to the energies of that particular sign. So Venus placed in Aries will have to give due credit and due respect to the attributes of the Aries sign. So what is Aries sign? Aries sign is temperament. Aries sign is aggression, assertiveness. So here Venus may give you manifestation of that sign, but you need to be true, which means you need to be aggressive in giving. In relationship, you need to be adept and assertive in doing for others rather than asking, and that is the challenge for a planet which is placed in the number of placements which is the number of its Mooltrikona sign. Say for example about Mercury. Mercury's Mooltrikona sign is Virgo. 6 from Virgo is the sign of Aquarius. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is Aquarius. So when Mercury goes into the Mooltrikona sign's 6th placement from it, which is the number of the Mooltrikona sign 6 in Aquarius, then Mercury is also strong. Mercury is strongest in his exaltation sign of Virgo. After that, it's in Gemini, and after that it can give very good results in Aquarius if it is true to the energy of the sign. What is the energy of the sign Aquarius? Large thinking at a societal level, doing for others, but with Mercury, with analytical ability. So the person has to think analytically and see how he or she can best help the world, how he or she can best help society, how he or she can weigh the pros and cons of the neighborhood, of the society they live in, and what is the best way they can help the society and the neighborhood, and then put a step in that direction. Think practically, think logically, and take steps, but be true in giving, in doing for others in Aquarius. Then Mercury will give you very, very good results. What is the Mooltrikona sign of Sun? Mooltrikona sign of Sun is Leo, which is the fifth placement from Leo, Sagittarius. It is also a fiery sign. So Sun does very, very well in the Sagittarius sign. Sun also represents the father, and Sagittarius sign is the 9th house, which is also represented by father, and hence Sun does excellently well in the Mooltrikona sign of Sagittarius, but it has to be true to that. So what is Sagittarius? Sagittarius is leadership, more related to learning and teaching. So here Sun has to become more of a giver in learning, in teaching and doing for others, and in your morals, in ethics. So in your morality, in your ethics, in your motivation, you need to be more giving and do more for others, and then you will find that Sun gives much better results in Sagittarius than when it is normally placed, though it's a friendly sign. And where does Saturn give you best results? Saturn's Mooltrikona sign is Aquarius. When Saturn goes 11 places from itself, it also lands in Sagittarius. So in Sagittarius, Saturn also gives very, very good results. Now look at the anomaly. Sun and Saturn, father and son duo, and both of them do very, very well in the respective number of places from itself, and both of them landing in Sagittarius can give very, very good results. And so these anomalies, horoscopes, hides, or astrology or the zodiac hides within itself, and it's very, very important to understand what is the yin and yang of energies when you are manifesting, when you are looking deep down into the energies of your horoscope and energies of the zodiac. So Saturn in the sign of Sagittarius can give you a stability in learning. So here the person will not rush into learning, rush into picking up things, but will also learn from a karmic bent of mind. Sagittarius is learning, high learning, and learning through high experiences. So Saturn will make you go through those experiences. So sometimes Saturn can seem giving you challenges in Sagittarius if you are not true to the meaning of Sagittarius connected to Saturn, which means that in terms of higher learning, in terms of experiences through your ups and downs in life, which Saturn will give you, you get higher learning, and even in that learning you keep your motivation, you keep your leadership, you keep your stability, you keep your head, and you're still giving, and you're more karmic, and you're grateful, and you're submissive. Very, very karmic placement of Saturn in the sign of Sagittarius. So if Saturn is placed in Sagittarius, if it's true to the meaning of the sign, connected to the attributes of Saturn, then you can get very, very good results. Last but not the least, Jupiter. What is the Mooltrikona sign of Jupiter? It is Sagittarius. 9 from Sagittarius is what sign? It is Leo. And again fiery signs. Jupiter does very, very well in the sign of Leo, and also because Leo represents the 5th house energies, of which Jupiter is the Karaka of, and hence Jupiter does very, very well in Leo, but it gives better results if it is true to the meaning of the Leo sign. Leo is about leadership with accountability, with responsibility, and it is also about putting the first step forward and volunteering and taking the responsibility for the results. So you're a person who is wise in showing leadership. And what is the Leo energy is also about? It is about brilliance, it is about radiance, it is about performance. So performing while teaching, performing while guiding, performing while counseling with accountability, which means you need to be a true guru who is accountable and stands by his or her teachings. So a person who is guiding others, who is counseling others, but takes responsibility for the manner in which he teaches, the content that he teaches in, is the placement of Jupiter in the sign of Leo. And such a person also has to be true to the artistic fervor in him or her, because Leo is also about worldly performance at stage. So a person who is wise in their performances, wise in how they manifest the arts, wise in how they show leadership, is this placement with Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is 9th from itself. So any planet which is placed in the ninth or in the respective number that it represents, and that number away from its Mooltrikona sign, will give you good results if you are true to the energy of that sign, connected to the attributes of the planet. However, planet which is 6th, 8th or 12th from its Mooltrikona sign will give you challenges as long as that particular house is not its exaltation sign or its other sign. So friends, look into your own horoscopes and see, are planets placed in the dusthanas from the Mooltrikona signs, or the planets are placed their own number from the Mooltrikona signs. Say for example, moon is placed in the sign of Libra, which is 4th from itself, then moon gives very good results connected to relationship. So here, a person who is more nurturing of relationship, who is more balanced in the emotionality, because Libra is also about balance, and is nurturing his relationship, nurturing his partnership, you will find that you will also get back better results, because the partner will also manifest in you. Somebody who is emotionally connected to the partner, who loves and cares for the partner, nurtures the relationship, because moon is the nurturer and Libra is relationship, and be balanced in the relationship will get good results. So see, if the particular planet in your horoscope is placed that particular number which represents the Mooltrikona sign number from itself, then it will give you good results as long as you are true to the sign energy and representing the planet's energy. But if it's 6th, 8th or 12th from itself, as long as it's not its other sign or its exaltation sign, the planet will give you challenges, will give you obstacles, will give you waste and excess, and give you issues connected to that sign and the house. So look into your own horoscope, understand the placements of the planets, see where they are manifesting, and wherever they are placed from the Mooltrikona signs, understand the energies. If they are placed in a challenging placement, then curb the negative tendencies of that and attract or add to the positive energies of the planet by playing stronger part of the planet in a giving manner, and you will find that the planet will start giving you better results even if it's placed in the dusthanas from itself. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me, the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.